Welcome to another episode of Stirring the Cauldron. My name is Amanda, aka Meadow Bear, and I am your witchy guide to all things dealing with the metaphysical world. In the mystical realm of magic and the supernatural, various spells and incantations are employed to bring about negative effects on people or objects. Three common categories of malevolent magic are hexes, curses, and jinxes. While they may all appear to be similar at first glance, each of these magical practices carries its own unique characteristics, intentions, and consequences. In this video, we will delve into the differences between hexes, curses, and jinxes, shedding light on their distinct nature in the world of magic. If you like learning about the craft, the occult, spells, and potions, then please click on that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you can be notified every time a new episode of Stirring the Cauldron is uploaded. Without further ado, let's delve into the world of hexes, curses, and jinxes. Jinxes, the playful and mysterious magic of misfortune. In the realm of magic and mysticism, jinxes stand as a fascinating category of spells, often associated with mischief and mild misfortune. While they may not possess the malevolent intent of curses or even the annoyance factor of hexes, jinxes have their own unique charm and purpose. So, the origin of jinxes. The concept of jinxes has a long history in various cultures around the world. Jinxes are often rooted in superstition and folk belief, and their origins can be traced back to early human societies. The term jinx itself is believed to have originated in the United States in the early 20th century, but the concept it represents is much older. Key aspects of the origins of jinxes. Folk tradition. Jinxes are frequently found in folklore and superstitions of different cultures. They often involve rituals, charms, or verbal incantations to bring about mild misfortune. Protective measures. Jinxes were not always meant to harm, but were sometimes employed as protective measures to ward off evil spirits or bad luck. They were considered a form of counter magic. They have a playful origin. Some jinxes have their roots in playful pranks or games, where a jinx is invoked to tease or annoy someone without causing harm. The nature of jinxes. Jinxes are generally considered to be less harmful than curses or hexes. They are characterized by their mild, often temporary, and somewhat playful nature. Here are some of the key characteristics of jinxes. Mild inconvenience. Jinxes usually result in minor inconveniences or accidents, such as tripping, spilling a drink, or experiencing a sudden bout of bad luck. Playful intent. Jinxes are often cast without serious malicious intent. They are more about having fun or teasing someone in a lighthearted manner. Reversibility. Unlike curses, jinxes are relatively easy to break or dispel. Sometimes a simple action or ritual can reverse the effects. Cultural variations. The nature and effects of jinxes can vary greatly depending on cultural beliefs and regional traditions. In some cultures, jinxes are considered a form of sympathetic magic. Common uses of jinxes. Jinxes find their way into various aspects of life, from friendly pranks to protection rituals. Here are some common uses for jinxes. Playful teasing. Jinxes are often used in friendly banter or games. For example, in some cultures, if two people say the same word at the same time, they may say jinx and playfully prevent the other from speaking until a specific condition is met. Superstitions. Jinxes are used to avert bad luck or ward off evil influences. Simple rituals like knocking on wood or crossing one's fingers can be considered a form of jinx. Folk magic. In some folk magic traditions, jinxes are used to protect homes or individuals from negative forces or unwanted influences. Jinxes, with their playful and often light-hearted nature, are a fascinating aspect in the world of magic and mysticism. They reflect the human fascination with superstition, folklore, and the desire to playfully tease or protect against misfortune. Hexes, the unsettling realm of dark magic. Hexes, a term often whispered in hushed tones in the world of the supernatural, represents a mysterious and unsettling form of magic. Unlike curses that bring severe harm or jinxes that offer mild annoyances, hexes occupy the middle ground, bringing discomfort, temporary misfortune, and mild malevolence. The concept of hexes is deeply rooted in various cultures and regions, transcending time and space. Although the word hex is believed to have Germanic origins, the practice of hexing and hex-related beliefs can be found in many societies across the world. Hexes were initially associated with the idea of using magic to cause harm, sometimes even with the touch of the supernatural. Key aspects of the origins and history of hexes. Folk traditions. Hexes have strong connections to folklore and superstitions. They were often linked to the power of witches, shamans, or sorcerers in many ancient cultures. Counter magic. In some cases, hexes were employed as a protective measure, a form of counter magic to ward off evil spirits or bad fortune. They were seen as a way to balance the scales of the supernatural forces. Evolution of belief. As societies evolved, hexes began to encompass a broader range of malevolent actions, encompassing spells, charms, and curses aimed at causing harm or discomfort. Characteristics of hexes. Hexes possess several defining characteristics that set them apart from other forms of malevolent magic, such as curses and jinxes. Temporary discomfort. Hexes typically bring about temporary misfortune or discomfort. This can manifest as short-lived illness, accidents, or persistent bad luck. It is reversible. Unlike curses, hexes are often reversible with the right intervention or magical countermeasure. This reversibility adds to the notion of hexes as lesser malevolent spells. Severity. Hexes fall somewhere in between jinxes and curses in the term of severity. While they are less severe than curses, they can be more harmful than jinxes, causing more significant disruptions in the lives of their victims. Intent. Hexes are cast with the intention of causing discomfort or mild harm, rather than ruinous or often permanent consequences associated with curses. Cultural variations. Hexes have evolved and adapted to the beliefs and customs of cultures where they are practiced. They take on unique forms and characteristics in different regions. For example, in the Appalachian region of the United States, witches' bottles are used to ward off hexes, while in other cultures, protective amulets or rituals are employed to counteract the effects of hexes. Hexes occupy a unique place in the magical realm, characterized by their temporary discomfort, reversibility, and the intent to cause mild harm. Curses, the dark art of supernatural retribution. Curses, often invoked in tales of magic, myth, and folklore, are a potent and captivating aspect of the supernatural world. These malevolent spells, fueled by strong negative intent, are designed to bring about harm, suffering, and misfortune to their targets. Curses have a long and intricate history, dating back to ancient civilizations and the earliest records of human societies. These malevolent incantations were often linked to the belief in the power of words and the supernatural. Key aspects of the historical origins of curses. Ancient practices. Curses have been a part of the human culture for millennia, with examples found in ancient Egyptian, Greek, Roman, and Mesopotamian texts. They were often used to seek revenge, justice, or protection. The power of words. The idea that spoken words could have a transformative and often destructive impact on individuals or objects was deeply ingrained in the belief systems of many ancient cultures. Magical traditions. Curses were frequently the domain of individuals skilled in magic, such as witches, sorcerers, or shamans, who were believed to possess the power to invoke curses. Characteristics of curses. Curses are characterized by several defining features that distinguish them from other forms of malevolent magic, such as hexes and jinxes. Irreversibility. Curses are notoriously difficult to break or undo. They often persist until their intended consequences have been fulfilled or until counter magic is applied. Severity. Curses are among the most malevolent of magical practices. They can bring about severe harm, illness, bad luck, or even death to their victims. Intense negative energy. The casting of curses requires a significant amount of magical energy and intent, making them a potent and dangerous form of magic. Long-lasting consequences. Curses can have long-term or even permanent effects, wreaking havoc on the lives of those who are targeted. Cultural variations. The concept of curses has been adapted and enriched by diverse cultures around the world. These variations highlight the wide range of beliefs and practices associated with curses. Ancient traditions. In ancient Egyptian culture, curses were inscribed on tombs or burial chambers to deter grave robbers, while Greek and Roman curses were often etched on lead tablets and buried to call upon supernatural entities to bring harm. Modern interpretations. In contemporary practices, curses may be employed by individuals who believe in the power of intention, energy, and the law of attraction to bring about harm to their enemies. Cultural superstitions. Many cultures have their own superstitions related to curses, such as the belief in the evil eye in the Mediterranean cultures, or the idea that breaking a mirror will bring 7 years of bad luck. Curses are a compelling and unsettling aspect of the supernatural world, characterized by their irreversibility, severity, and intent to cause harm. With their deep historical roots and cultural variations, they remain an enduring subject of interest for those fascinated by the darker aspect of magic and the human fascination with retribution, justice, and the balance of power in the supernatural realm. In the world of magic, hexes, curses, and jinxes represent various degrees of malevolent intent and magical consequences. While they all involve the use of what people call, quote, dark magic, their key differences lie in the severity, permanence, and intent. Hexes being milder and often reversible, curses, on the other hand, the most malevolent and difficult to undo. Jinxes, usually cast without serious intent, results in minor temporary inconveniences. Understanding these differences is essential for the practitioners of magic and those who may encounter these spells, as it allows for appropriate responses and countermeasures in the world of mysticism and the supernatural. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope that you found this video just a little bit helpful in understanding the differences between hexes, curses, and jinxes. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, or feel free to send them to me in an email at theuniquecauldron@gmail.com. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day.